Has anybody told you the story of the two bulls?
Nah, what?
Okay, there's two bulls in a hill. One is an old bull, and then there's a young bull.
Mm-hmm.
Just two bulls, and then it's a big farm. So they're looking down the hill, and there's like 100 cows down the hill.
Mm-hmm.
So the young bull comes and pushes him over and tells him, hey, old bull, let's run down there and fuck a cow. Then the old bull tells him, no. We're going to walk down there and we're going to fuck all the cows. Yeah.
Look. I got a better one. Did you ever heard about the two chickens? I mean, the two roosters?
No.
Okay.
The two cocks.
The two cocks, all right? Okay.
Riding slow, and we're getting going. Two different poles, riding slow, we're riding low, we're getting going. Two different poles, I'm paranoid, bitch, I'm paranoid,
Testicles. 1, 2. Testicles.
Yes, we back. You guys know who it is.
Dude, we are back. Welcome back to Paranoid Radio Podcast. This is your boy, Trebles, Garcia. And joining me in the 1 to 2 is the best co-host in the motherfucking planet. Big tank salute, my boy.
Who them people? I thought those people died off. I hadn't heard of them or anything.
Who are these guys? Dude, we are fucking back, dude. You know what? We took a little week hiatus, but let's recap off everything that has been happening right before we jump into the best segment in the fucking show. We have the winners of the motherfucking giveaway. We have completely shipped out all the fucking shipments. They are out. I shipped them out on Monday night. I promised it on Saturday night, but now they're all out. And I couldn't be happier because we sent out basically like a small care package for all of you guys. Hopefully you guys post up the picture soon once you receive them. Again, to everybody, thank you so much, man, for participating, for sharing us, for showing us so much fucking support, and for putting up with our asses and our delays.
Right. We're fucking, honestly, we lagged it. We fucking lagged it. Like right now, I just
like you lagged it. Yeah, you fucking lagged it on the response.
I was drinking water, right? Sue me. I was drinking water.
Hey, but I mean, to top it all off, dude, we have been building up the knowledge, the know-how, the best fucking episode thus far. And guys, boys and girls, and non-binaries out there, I need you guys to know that this is the last fucking episode of the series. Of the season. Episode 20. And believe it or not, we're coming with some fucking bombs. We're coming with some fucking, I don't know, black budget, black fucking Mamba mentality shit.
We brought that heat. We brought that no Vaseline to NWA type shit. Let's get this straight.
Yeah.
We murdered shit. We murdered shit like how 50 Cent killed Ja Rule and bought off the first 5 seats of his fucking concerts. He could show like nobody was there. That's how we doing it. Cause we savage. We fucking savage.
I don't know. I'm not really familiar with that story, but awesome.
How the fuck do you not know about 50 Cent and Ja Rule beef?
Right before we start fucking fighting each other in this fucking show again, because I really don't want to tell like the whole story about. I don't want you to tell the whole story about how Ja Rule fought 50 Cent. We're not gonna talk about that today.
You see. That's why this never works out. You never let me do what I want to do. People want to hear me.
We have to get it together, bro. We have to get it together. I know they want to hear you, even though they love me. But like, let's get it together. Because I know we have a fucking listener of the week. Did I send you the picture of who it was?
No.
Oh, we're gonna have to fucking randomize this. I don't have to fucking randomize this shit again. Fucking okay. Let's start off with it. What is happening?
Yes, people. We back. You guys know the deal. Yeah. This is what is happening. Yes, I know we've been gone for a while. Don't act like y'all don't know, like y'all don't care. You guys know the deal. I'm gonna give you guys 2 stories. You guys give me your full input. I'm gonna give you my 2 cents, and let's keep it going. So today.
Yeah.
GG. All right, today, believe it or not, in Arkansas, that is a state, if y'all don't know, it's in the middle of buttfuck U.S.
Right in the middle of buttfuck U.S.
Right in the middle of buttfuck.
Smack it right in the middle.
Yes. Believe it or not, this house was per se plagued. And what I mean by per se plagued, their water was coming out green, full on green. And it's not that mildew green where the water looks a little nasty, like if it's from fucking Lake or something. It was coming out neon green. And they didn't know why. Funny shit is that everybody knows that you buy. Well, I don't know if everybody knows, but when you buy a house, you own the house, not the dirt sediment. Most of that's kept internally by the U.S. Okay.
So under the foundation, it's not yours. You just own basically the wood structure.
Yes, that's basically all you own. Anything that's basically ever found right there is like 80% the U.S.'s. There are some gray areas, okay? But there was this rich, deep sediment that I guess must have merged in with the piping. Little to be known, it was, how would I put it? It was water mixed with gold, just to make it easy.
Gold.
Yes, and it was turning it neon green. So by the time they actually figure out what's going on, the plumber stumped and everything, they flushed most of it away. How would you feel?
Here, dude. Oh
how
my God.
Would you feel?
Literally flushing water down the toilet.
Flushing gold down the toilet.
No, wait, gold. I mean money.
Yeah.
Fuck, I fucked up. Oh damn, that is a fucked up story, man.
It is. I mean, you if they would have seen it, they would have been fucking pouring it everywhere inside the house, whatever they could have. But it's just fucking crazy.
For real.
Crazy.
It's fucking crazy. What else you got, my boy?
On to the next story. So, this is a little bit funny, but fucked up. It's just how we want to see it. All lives matter, just to let y'all know. So, this couple's getting married.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. People get married all the time.
It's a good time to get married. Yeah.
People...
Right before the end of the world.
Yeah, right. People that love the one until the end. Well, long story short, they approach the groom.
Okay.
Random person. Oh, I'm here for Steven. There is no Steven. This is Hector's and Sophia's. That's the names. Hector and Sophia's wedding. Oh no, Steven is Sophia.
Get the fuck out of here.
Everybody's in shock. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm here for Steven. Well, you guys call her Sophia, but it's Steven. So, he was marrying a trans, and he never knew.
Okay, wait. See, oh my god. I don't see anything wrong with them marrying each other.
There's nothing wrong.
But why catfish him? Why not tell him the truth? Hey, I used to have a penis, bro.
Right.
You could have just told him. If there's love, he's gonna accept you no matter how long your penis is.
Te lo cambio, we'll switch.
He's like, hey, you want to switch? Dude, there shouldn't be a problem by you telling your loved partner, like, hey, dude, like, you know what? I think maybe because I don't understand it, maybe because I don't live in that world, maybe it's hard for me to understand, but maybe, you know what? Maybe I should just shut my mouth. I'm sorry, non-binaries.
No.
I mean, maybe it is harder. Maybe it's harder to come out like that, you know, and tell somebody I used to be a girl.
When they're going to commit to each other, I think that's something that should be said.
Yeah. Believe it or not, it's going to come to a point where you're going to have to tell them, like, the truth. You know?
Not even that. Imagine when she happens to really get mad and she comes out with a deeper voice than him.
Oh. Or when she accidentally moans like a guy when they're like having the honeymoon, their honeymoon scene. Oh yeah,
exactly. More car.
Finish me.
No.
Okay,
I'll push it aside.
Uh-huh.
There's a judgment-free zone, but don't take this the wrong way, people. It's just something that happened.
If you're gonna commit, I suggest you tell each other the truth from the beginning, or else your fucking relationship will be founded, and you'll have the foundation of lies, and sooner or later those lies will begin to crackle, and you will lose that precious love you were trying to hold on to dearly.
Yes.
For real. Big Tank. Yo.
Yo.
Thank you so much for bringing in those fucking stories. You see, I always give you some appreciation.
But it doesn't count because you throw it in my face.
Come on, dude, because you don't appreciate fast enough, bro. I have. Do you mind rolling the fucking wheel for randomizing the listener of the week?
I don't get paid enough for that.
Come on, dude.
I
Come on.
guess,
All right, do it as a favor.
I guess. I'm spinning the wheel.
Yeah. Bam! We have a fucking listener of the week. This guy is not only the listener of the week, but it's also his birthday week.
Really?
To give a massive shout out to KRS487 on Instagram. He just became a follower and he is dropping fucking bombs today with his family. He's drinking shots, mad shout outs, and mad motherfucking happy birthday, my boy. You deserve it. Have a great fucking time. Thank you so much for fucking listening and putting up with us. You guys are the reason we do it for real. Now, Big Tank, we have, it's kind of like, it's sad that we are going to be out for a bit and we're going to close the season. But what is not sad is the fucking information we are bringing to the table today. We have an amazing fucking episode for amazing fucking listeners. And I really hope you guys are ready because today we're going to blow your fucking minds out of your fucking skull and through your nose and then put it back in and mush. Yeah.
I'm going to shake that dice like if I'm playing, I'm fucking, homie. Like I'm playing crabs. That's how I'm going to do it.
Okay. Now let's save that excitement for the entire show. Today's not gonna be a 30 or a 40-minute show, guys.
Shake the dice and roll them.
All right. Today we're gonna be dropping a longer episode because we're culminating. We're making a mashup of everything that we have spoken about throughout all 19 episodes. So get ready because today, for real, you're not only gonna get facts, but you're gonna get real fucking stories from real fucking people from our real fucking generations before us. Now, Big Tank, let's open up the main fucking topic of the day. Today we're speaking about the Nephilim. Dun dun dun.
What is that?
All right, so I think the Nephilim. You wanna get in?
I got this. I got this. Shut the fuck up.
Big Tank. From what I know, I think the Nephilim is gonna be the best topic yet.
Yes.
Open it up.
Yes. Well, first of all, we're mashing everything in. This is something that just fell on our lap, literally. This wasn't planned. We didn't have no strategic shit. There wasn't no, we're gonna talk about this, and then we're gonna finish up with no. They just fell on our laps, and they just happened to mash in. So, like my boy said, we're talking about Nephilims. What is a Nephilim, first of all? A Nephilim is the product of a celestial being / angel with a humanoid. With a human person.
Wait. A celestial being with a regular human, like a terrestrial human?
Yes.
The offspring is called a Nephilim.
Yes, the offspring is called a Nephilim. Okay. I want you guys to know that before we actually dive in here. Okay? Nephilims are basically based on religion. Okay, sorry, basically based. No. Basically, I'm gonna give you the religious side of a Nephilim. Just simple, straight up facts. Nephilims have been recorded. If you guys don't believe us, it's in your own Bible. Look it up.
Genesis, the 6th chapter of Genesis, the first book of the Bible.
Correct.
Hashtag look it
up. Correct. Okay, whether you believe or don't believe, for that example, I'm gonna call them celestial beings that mixed with humanoid. Okay, I don't want to get into the whole God. No, I'm gonna leave it as celestial beings, but I am gonna talk about the religion side of it. So, Nephilims are how I heard it. God created humans. God created man. And the angels fell in love with the woman. Plain, point, and simple.
So both creations, they're both creations from God.
Yes.
And it's kind of like what I understood was basically the angels, or I want to call them celestial beings. The celestial beings were the sons of God, and the women are the daughters of men. So to break it down with you guys, the daughters of men means the daughters of human men. And in the word men, unfortunately, there goes females also. So we're talking about women and men, regular humans have babies, and those babies are daughters. So the commendation. So I guess you're telling me that the celestial beings, the celestial beings that came from heaven, from the heavens, came down, and they had intercourse with the human daughters.
Correct. 1,000%. 1,000 motherfucking percent. And just to get some more knowledge into it, the celestial beings, not only, I'm pretty sure there was willing subjects, willing women that probably got wooed per se about the angels, but what people don't know is that they would end up being raped. When
at the same time. Yeah.
Yes. Here's the thing. I don't think a celestial being would say, "Hey, I'm an angel. Hey, you trying to get jiggy with it?"
Let's not forget that not only the Christian Bible speaks about the Nephilim, but also the Jewish Bible, the Muslim Bible, the Egyptian old school mythology Bibles, and the Greeks spoke about these people. There's hieroglyphs speaking about this. So this goes over with religion. We're sticking with the religion part right now, as of right now. So basically, So basically what it is God sent a bunch of, this is a theorize. Okay. We're theorizing now to a point where we're trying to connect what's going on. So God created these bunch of angels to protect humanity and be the watch over the protectors of humanity, but watch over them basically. So after generations of the humans having intercourse and having babies and getting married, the angels kind of fell into envy, and they wanted the same freedoms that the humans have. You have to think about it. Celestial beings, they have to be perfect. They're God's image. They're doing God's work, and they're mighty powerful as well. They're not as powerful as God, but they also have tremendous power of ruling and influence. So they see humans getting away with all these sins, getting away with having babies and having families, and learning what the experience of love and sex is, which is an experience that only humans could do, because we are basically the only types of animals that have sex for pleasure, and they didn't know that pleasure. For real, right? So, yeah, for shits and giggles, literally. So what's going on is basically they came and they rebelled against God, and they landed on the planet. And yeah, like my homie Big Tank said right now, there was women that were given consensual agreement to have sex with the angels or with the celestial beings. But then there was also people that were married, and some of them, they saw the human daughters, human females, being super attractive. So what they did is, when women didn't want to be married to them, they vanished and they destroyed the entire village. They killed all their men.
They could have killed, ravaged towns.
They could have ravaged everything. Yes. Exactly. So what they did, they purged all the men, basically purged them out of out of their little village, and they raped the women, giving them the seed for them to give birth to what we call now the Nephilim.
Yes, 1,000%. See, here's the thing though. Now that we're finished talking about the introduction of how the Nephilim came to be, where are the Nephilim? You have to remember, this is more going into what a bloodline is. For example, even though this could have happened 1,000,000 years ago, thousands of years ago, whatever, however you want to put it. Because if you believe in religion, roughly the Earth is about 6,000 years old, give or take.
Yeah.
Science predates it to a couple billion years old. So, what is a Nephilim and what's been happening to them? So, for example,
like, where did they go?
Yeah.
Like, what happened to them after? How come they're not here now?
Yes. You have to remember, a celestial being have power. Obviously, they're celestial beings. So that would indicate that their offspring could have some type of abilities. Different. So,
like a demigod.
Yeah, demigod, exactly.
Like a demi-man?
A demi... Ooh, a deminef? A deminef?
Deminef. Oh, a deminef!
We're going to call him deminef.
Deminefs, all right, for sure. All right, guys, so now we know deminefs.
Deminef. You guys can look it up. It's going to be in the bio. It's going to be in your dictionary soon for the deminef. Thank you. Yeah. No. But what deminefs have been creating, you're not going to tell me that once a deminef was born, it didn't procreate no more.
Of course they procreated. Of course. Penetration nation, bro.
All
That's what we
fucking
had to
day.
do.
All fucking day.
Yeah,
Spread the seed.
they
They
had
spread
to
the
keep
seed.
they spread the seed. Exactly. If they were half human, they had to fucking be building up and fucking spreading the seeds like wildflowers.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that we have them and Fs,
Mhm.
you could just imagine how many could have happened. How many them and Fs there was.
You know, there's a story to loop it back around. Basically, to what you're saying is that so the angels came by, and then the angels had the Nephilims, and then the Nephilims continued that bloodline.
Yes.
So they continued, but they kept it into a close business. This is like us watching somebody plant the seed on the earth, and then a huge avocado tree comes out. That avocado tree is gonna grow big. It's gonna push out all its fucking branches, and after it pushes out branches, it's gonna give you the fruit of avocados.
Yes.
Right?
And then
that
one seed is gonna go into more tree, and then just gonna keep
into
on going and going and going and going and fucking going. So
exactly,
people with power, we have always seen it.
Mm-hmm.
We have always seen this, and this could be the reason. People with power, with higher, superior skills that they claim to say to have to us, have always been there since the beginning of time.
Okay, are you trying to tie in the elites?
I'm tying in everything from kings to entertainment industry to everything. 1,000
emperors, pharaohs, kings. Oh my God! Okay, so you're telling me that there's a possibility that the royal family could have a direct bloodline to a Nephilim monarchy.
Yes. 1,000%.
Whoa.
Okay, just like how in life, everything's a structure, high class, middle class, low class. I think that's exactly what's going on. Okay, I think present right now, the Nephilim bloodline is so scattered out that we could all be part Nephilim, but not enough to be something. And let me talk about this, okay? The only reason I'm telling you guys this is because a lot of high power beings, and what I mean by high power beings doesn't necessarily have to be in power. It could be fame and so forth. A lot of them are related to each other distantly. So let me just touch in base on that. So if everybody is somehow twisted and connected, that means that there are different bloodlines that are happening. So, for example, a couple thousand years ago, whatever it is, we have rulers in Egypt. Okay, we have rulers in Egypt that could have been part Nephilim. Okay. So they would just keep on spreading it and spreading it and spreading it.
You know what? That makes fucking sense, because there's pharaohs, there's documented pharaohs in Egypt, all over the world, if anything, that have elongated skulls and elongated eye sockets that look different from the people that they rule.
Yeah.
They're taller, they're giant, if anything.
Okay. I'm glad you're bringing that up. So, okay. So if we go just a little bit back, and like I said, what if Nephilims had power? They were more than humans, but less than gods.
Like supernatural powers, kind of like how the Jews, because the Jews, on their Bible, that's how they describe them, as supernatural human beings.
Okay, yes, exactly.
They have supernatural powers.
Okay. So we've all heard of thousands of religions, right? Well, maybe not thousands, but hundreds of religions that have came and gone, where there's been Norse mythology, Egyptians, everything. We've all heard of them. Okay, what if that's on Nephilims or Celestials trying to take over and rule their own world?
To have their own religion and have their own focus so that us humans to bow to them or worship them in a way, in a sense?
Okay.
Okay. Now you're getting.
What if it has all fallen apart because, per se, the biggest celestial being, just to say God, whether you believe it or not, just to say God or the biggest celestial being, has intervened time and time again when they've been getting out of power. Just at this time, it's so diluted that they don't have enough celestial Nephilim in them to actually cause major mayhem. So imagine if Thor was actually
It's
real.
too spread it. It's too spread it around that they cannot fulfill all their potential, like their whole power.
Yes. So imagine
Okay.
Thor was actually real. What if that was an actual
Uh-huh.
Nephilim that had some type of power that could, per se, we all know he's lightning. So what if he could control the weather? Okay. What if Loki, per se, he's another one? No, I'm not just getting that because of Marvel. It's just the ones that are popping into my head. What if he had the power of mischievous?
And then have
and so forth.
And then he had a baby and so forth. But every single time he has a baby, the bloodline thins out, right?
Exactly.
The potential, the power thins out.
Why do you think we haven't seen a new religion come up in a while?
Because they're all thinking out. Oh,
yes.
I see what you're doing. Okay.
Remember,
okay.
You have to remember the Greeks. The Romans. Well, the Romans had Catholicism, but the Greeks, Zeus, Aphrodite, Poseidon,
and even their mythology, what they say is that in order for them to be almighty and powerful, they needed human prayers.
Yes.
They needed humans to bow to them and worship them in order for them to manifest their power and continue to be rulers.
Okay, so what if that is? Okay. What if that was all Nephilims with power? Because we've all seen it dying down. Less people with power, less people with power, less people with power. So,
or the crossing of different nations and multiple nations coming into power.
Yes. So what if a Nephilim now in days is somebody famous that can sing? Okay. What if the
you're going into the entertainment industry now? Okay.
No, not per se. But it's just connecting the past with the present. What if their power is so diluted that it's just getting shunned out? We all know the effect that one person brings another person, and that person brings another person. Okay.
Like a recruit.
So per se, 10 Nephilims couldn't have 10, so that would make them 20, and those 20 can have it again, and that could be 40, and so forth. Okay. So just a little train of thought.
So basically, kind of like, okay, so these guys, what I'm trying to get at, what I'm trying to understand here is, they already have an establishment. They still exist, even though their bloodline is already thinned out. They still exist in masses, like social, like in secret societies type of thing, right? So they come and they filter out their research. They send out like miniature soldiers to go look for anybody that has a bloodline relative to them, or that's connected to them through that type of DNA, that Nephilim DNA, and then they recruit them. Obviously, that person's gonna have a higher talent. They could be singing, it could be acting, it could be sculpting, it could be anything. So what they do, they bring them into the entertainment industry, and then they fucking use them to their plot to continue on searching for more Nephilim. Wow. And obviously controlling the masses.
Of course.
Divide and conquer. Yeah.
Of course.
Wow.
Okay. But here's a funny little fun fact. What if we already known about this, but never actually really paid attention to it? So what if we could have had hundreds of thousands of Nephilims at a point, but when they're together, they cancel out? Everybody knows.
So that's why they only mate with humans, because if they mate with each other, they'll cancel their powers out.
Okay. What if?
I think I've seen this before. Where did I see this?
Okay,
before?
this is just a little theory that I've had of Hitchcock.
Oh shit! Okay, that was a good one. Where did I? Okay, wow. Okay, explain it. I'm jumping all over. My brain is like fucking going fast.
What if Hitchcock is telling us the truth? Like I said,
Hancock.
Oh, Hancock. Why did I say
Hancock,
Hitchcock?
Yes.
I'm thinking.
I don't know. I think you're mixing of two different movies of Will Smith, bro.
I think so.
Hitchcock. You can call it Hitchcock if you want, bro.
Like we covered in our aliens theories, that movies are a way of preparing us for what's to happen. So when it does happen, we're not in complete shock.
So they're always dropping a little bit of truth in each film.
Okay. So now let's take that actually and put it into our real world scenario. So what if Nephilim started to die out the same way that they explain it in Hancock? You have to remember. When they're together, they die off.
They lose their power. They become natural humans, like mortals.
Yes, 1,000%.
Okay. So they're saying, you're telling me that they could be hundreds of thousands years old, but once they fall in love with each other, or they mate with each other, or they get even close to each other, they cancel out and they become just like us, and that's how they make. Okay, so okay, look, even better. They came around, right? They meet each other. They mate. Then they have a baby. That baby is a Nephilim, but their bloodline's already thinned out, and since they don't have their full powers anymore, they lost their powers. The baby has the powers, but at a very small dose. And then those are the ones that we are seeking out. Not us, but the established Nephilims in secret society.
Yes, 1,000%.
That is That's a crazy fucking theory. That is, man. You did your fucking homework.
Of course, all fucking day. So, now let's go back into the bloodline thing. Okay. For example, why is it that around the world we all look different if we're all technically the same under?
In different... Okay. Whoa. You're talking about like in different continents, like the Africans have a different color,
skin tone, and everything.
Asians,
people can say obviously geographical, all that plays into effect. Yes.
Position.
But we're all the same under. Why is our outside appearance different? Okay.
Then you would have had, let's say that you would have been. If it would have been like a regular evolution because of geographical position, not only your skin would have changed, but you would have changed something inside also. You would have had a sixth toe or a sixth pinky or finger or something
that
different.
would help us adapt to our environment. But that never happened. Never happened. We just got different.
You know what? You just dipped something that I want to bring up. You just dipped something into. I heard that there was a. Okay, look. I looked this up. Hashtag look it up. If you guys don't believe me. There's a theory where the Native Americans here in the United States of America, in North America, they used to say how, and then they salute with the hands, right? And they show you all 5 fingers, and that was to show you like I'm a human, because the Nephilims they were different, they were taller, they had other digits, they had different deformities that humans did not have.
Whoa, I didn't know
that. That's a theory that I heard that from. You just dipped into my brain right now, so I had to like bring it up now that you said that. We all look different because we're all parts of different bloodlines of different generations of the Nephilim.
You're right, 1,000%. You're fucking right. So just imagine that there's 7 continents, right? 6 are the most inhabitable because obviously we don't count Antarctica. Okay, so if we have 6, that means that there could have been an original 6. Where they were all different. And geographically, they all spread out.
That could be a good theory. I like that theory very, very fucking much. The Bible kind of says that there were 12 generations out that were exposed.
Okay. Steve.
That's not even counting.
See, that makes a little bit more sense. Because it could be 2 to each region.
And even that, Big Tank, back then, the Earth didn't look the way that it looks now. We didn't have 7 continents. We had Gaia.
Pangea.
Remember? It was like a combination.
Pangea.
Yeah, sorry. It was It was a combination of all the continents in different parts. You know what I mean? And you don't even know, maybe that when it shapeshifted, there was probably other parts of the Earth that weren't visible to humans during that time that could have been continents today. Underwater. They're probably underwater now.
Okay.
So maybe that's where the other ones left. They died. They were killed off, and the ones that survived are the ones from the 7 continents that we have now. You understand what I'm saying?
But what if there was more? What if there was an unlucky 13, but they just talk about 12?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, obviously, the fucking Bible, a man made the Bible, so there was men that were...
Yeah.
We don't know how many times it was washed over, you know? They probably just kept the real knowledge to themselves, and they just put out exactly what the humans needed to know so that they could fucking hold us hostage. Mental slavery, if anything.
Yeah, no, they're always giving us a half truth. Remember, everything you've ever heard about has been written by the winner, not by the loser. So we're only
exactly. That's what's called his story.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Wow,
that is fucking crazy, dog. You know what, dude? Today you blew it out of the water. You blew my fucking mind. I agree with almost everything you've said. Almost everything. I've actually agreed with, I'm going to say honest, like 98% with everything you said, except the part where you brought it in about only 7 regions, like in the only 7 bloodlines. I think there was a lot more than that. The reason is because I'm gonna tie it in with you. I'm gonna give you what my theory is and the whole, and I'm gonna tie it all in. But I want to connect it to yours right now. How, like, I kind of brought it in. There's 7 continents now, but back then there was a whole different terrestrial shape. Like, it
Yeah,
looked differently. The Earth
the
looked different.
geography
Like
was
the
different than what it is right now.
exactly. So what I think is maybe God or the Creator, the biggest celestial being out there, or the, I don't know, the person that created this fucking universe or whatever it is, he came and said, okay, he punished off, he killed all these angels and the Nephilims out there because they were taking power for their own, and what he did was he put in the floods. So he pushed down all the floods. He rose the seas. He shifted the earth, or the earth shifted itself, or however that works, and then all those cities and all those civilizations that were worshiping the Nephilim back then, they're all fell into water, which is now why Greece is underwater. Parts of Atlantis could be underwater. Parts of China is underwater. Parts of Africa is underwater. In the Caribbean, that's
A certain part of everything is underwater.
exactly. So all those cities now, I mean, if you go to the Caribbean and the side of Cuba, we're talking about Cuba. The side of Cuba, there's ancient ruins under Cuba, bro. And that is the hashtag. Look it up if you don't believe me. That's real shit. So what God did was He said, "I'd say you guys are not gonna worship these people anymore. You're not gonna worship these freaking this other creation I made, and then I'm a flood them out, and then only the humans will thrive." So unfortunately, I guess his plan was half-assed, or he accepted to have a certain amount of Nephilim out there, the ones that, I don't know, promised him to use their power for good or etc. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why now the regions are cut out, and then they fucking left those bloodlines, and which is why all the people from like other continents look different from us. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a good freaking little theory. It's not as good as yours. It's not as complex as yours, but for real. Which kind of like pushes me to believe that, dude, ancient theories, like, I mean, ancient ruins, dog, like all these, I don't even, we spoke about ancient civilizations before, and I kind of brought in that idea of how the ancient ruins had like a frequency vibration to them. And
you're right. I do remember that. They had heard an echo or like harmony, right?
Yeah, like they had acoustic properties to the walls. So in order to reach a higher consciousness and be able to talk to their leaders, to their gods, quote unquote, also Nephilim, they need only monks will be like monks and people that would be able to meditate were able to go in the ruins, or for example, and they would hum a special sound. And I've said this before, the sound of the universe is the humming sound monks do when they're doing meditation. When they're meditating, they go that that sound is the sound of the universe. And that's like, I mean, they reach a higher consciousness, and they're able to transcend and talk to other beings in higher frequencies and higher consciousness. So that's what they needed to do. And now all of that is lost. You don't see that happening no more. Coincidence. Even like the United States Capitol, if you don't believe me, look it up. What I'm about to tell you is real shit. The United States Capitol, the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., is placed on specific ley lines.
What is the ley line?
Now, for the people that do not, I was just going to jump into that. For the people that don't know what ley lines are there's specific coordinates around the Earth. These are, put it like this, imaginary lines that are going across the Earth that have higher density of gravity, and they have a higher pull of magnetism. These are locations where not only the District of Columbia is placed, but it's also locations where the Stonehenge is placed, the Egyptian pyramid, the Plateau of Giza is placed. There's a lot of the Mayan civilization put these they put sanctuaries and staples and fucking temples where they used to worship the gods in those ley lines. Why? Because those ley lines were portals for them to be able to communicate and shapeshift or cross to other dimensions to where their god was, or in other terms, their god could come into our realm.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? Okay. Because God basically pushed them out of the water. God deleted their physical form, their bodies, but not their spirit. So their spirit's still here, but we cannot reach them unless we open that fucking portal, like a Stargate. Do you understand what I'm saying? Why is it that this is not the coordinates of Washington D.C. is not just placed there for nothing, and the way that the city is built, like into like a pentagram, and it has a special little like everything placed, all the political fucking how do you say, the buildings, they're all staged in perfect little areas.
I
Get what I'm
do, I
saying?
do. Okay, okay. So you're saying that
Mhm.
at certain points, there could be a gateway for us to communicate with them and have them come in.
And not just communicate with them, but also manifest others to come in. And even like if they're not in physical form or they're missing a body because God took away their body by killing them in the flood, they could come into you. And if you open that portal and you allow them to come in and you say those words in that special ritual, they will come and possess you and your body, your mind. You will be a Nephilim in spirit.
Wow. Okay.
Ask it. Now,
Crazy.
those that transcend and moves the communication and the talk into how who is in power now. Now, I don't even know, but the politicians and the royal family are all interconnected, not only through wealth and fucking banking systems, but also through bloodlines, like you said. Now, what if, like the Bush, I don't even know, but Bush and Obama are far away
Yeah.
cousins. And there's other people out there that we didn't even know, but they're also connected to the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
family
I
tree.
think I think the perfect example is like Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. They both have separate bloodlines that tie to like higher power individuals, famous individuals.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Royal
Yes.
family individuals and politicians nowadays. Yes, exactly. So instead of like allowing others to thrive, they handpick who's gonna get possessed and be able to fucking push on and give birth. Like if like for example, let's say that somebody possesses me, a Nephilim possesses me through spirit because of a ritual I did on the ley line. I come and I choose a woman again and I have a baby with her. Now that baby is a straight bloodline because my spirit goes into him. That's my new avatar. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? You
okay,
look at
okay,
what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay.
He's not.
Wow.
Yes, yes. So I'm taking over a body for a bit. I'm having a baby, and through that baby, now I was reborn in that baby's life,
Or
and then he's a full
or
Nephilim. Mm-hmm,
or
mm-hmm.
he could do basically the same, create the same ritual, and bring another Nephilim into a certified body that will accept it.
Yes, yes. About like it could be Donald
Yeah.
Trump, for example. Donald Trump's son, or it could be a female in power, Beyonce. You know, Beyonce, she changes her fucking alter ego, quote unquote alter ego, to Sasha Fierce. Then that could be the Nephilim coming out and exposing himself or herself as a higher
Wow.
power.
Fucking crazy. I
You
do,
know
I
what
do,
I'm
I do, I
saying?
do.
Yeah, bro. It's. I mean, think about it, dude. The every fucking civilization, dude. This conversation is a real deep one, dog, because it doesn't only connect. Now I'm connecting it to. You connected it to a bloodline of religion and how it transforms into politicians, and now I'm moving it into like a spiritual way that it connects to our ancient civilizations and it connects to dimension traveling, even time travel, dog. You have to remember that these celestial beings were almighty, dog. They had power. They had shape shifting powers. Who says? Look, I don't know if you heard of Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yo, Skinwalker Ranch was basically a. It's still to this day a place where a lot of manifestations of Bigfoot and Dogman and a lot of cryptids come out. A cryptid basically is one of those creatures that only mythology comes out, like the Loch Ness monster and the fucking Sasquatch. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do, I do, I do.
So basically, I'm kind of like what I'm saying is, what if those ley lines and those Nephilim are coming through those like are crossing dimensions and time traveling, or just dimension traveling into our realm, and they are shape shifting into those. I mean, they're shape shifting into what we see now, which is like a Bigfoot or el chupacabras or I don't know, fucking a gnome.
I
You
do, I
understand
do.
what I'm saying?
That's fucking
Yeah.
crazy. I've never thought about it like that.
They could also be that in spirit or their only physical form, because since God took away their human form, all they have left is that weird form. Think about it, bro. The Bible also says this. I'm gonna tell you something. Just give you a quick little fact. The Bible talks about that the Nephilim looked like different types of angels. They would come down. Some of them had wings. Some of them had a tail for like a serpent tail. Some of them had a face full of eyes. Another one would be they would have 8 wings. Another one would have 4 arms. They all look different. They all look like shapeshifters. And then they would transform into human men to be able to have intercourse with the human daughters. So it doesn't take away that they could have been shapeshifters all along, bro.
Okay, now that we're talking about that, I know we talked about
Uh-huh.
this in Aliens, but we've all seen
Uh-huh.
certain individuals in power or with fame or some
Hmm.
type of connection that they're influencing us, and they have weird distinctions. And what I mean by that is the blacked out eyes, certain faces that they do. So could that be, yes? So
Lizard
could that be
eyes.
a Nephilim perceiving itself? That again,
Not trying to shapeshift into its
yes,
real form, trying to keep it together and be like
yes.
on that human host. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I even think. Okay, look. Look. People talk about aliens like if they were from
Yes.
different planets, right? And they come from the cosmos. Okay, put it like this. Let's talk about this. What if, yeah, they were all coming from the cosmos at one point? They're celestial beings. But what if they've been here so long that they had to evolve with us? That's why we have the Greys, or that's why we have lizard people. The lizard people, you know who they are, right? They probably lizard people were Nephilim in the era of the dinosaurs that were able to survive the cataclysms, and now they are manifesting themselves as shape shifting humans, and that's why they have those lizard eyes. Or you know what I'm saying?
No,
Maybe
no,
I'm reaching
no,
too
no.
deep into that one, but
It's all
it could
possible.
also be. It could
It's
also
all
be. I mean,
possible. That's just the whole.
yeah.
That's the beauty of this, is that we're speculating, not knowing if we're right or wrong. Yes.
Opening the doors. Yeah. Opening the doors to many fucking theories and connecting every single dot. Because now we have touched base on them being time travelers, them being Hitchcock heroes or Hancock heroes. They could have been. They were celestial beings that many religions talk about, and now we're also putting in that maybe this could even be demonic possessions. It could be in the spiritual realm. They could be cryptids. They could have been using our human fucking resources and our fucking ruins to manifest themselves through the ley lines and etc. etc. Think about it. I don't know if anybody's seen the new Ghostbusting movie, Ghostbusters. But not to like spoiler alert, but in that movie, what happens is the bad guy has a special machine and he puts them in special locations in the ley lines that help him manifest ghosts to break through the barrier and come into our realm. The same way that movie depicts that is how I'm trying to depict the Nephilim coming in and possessing somebody, and then
Oh,
so forth
you're
and so forth.
right. You're fucking right. What if
You know
that
what I'm
is
saying?
it?
It could be. That's what I mean. It could be, dog. I mean, Hollywood has been dropping hints of all these types of things that have been happening in our simulation, back into that simulation realm. I mean, they're always manipulating our reality, and somehow, some way, they're telling us what the fuck is happening behind closed doors as a sleight of hand, and then for us, getting our minds prepared for what's really gonna be happening.
Wow. Fucking blew my mind.
Even COVID-19, bro. Even COVID-19, my boy. Even like you said, you brought up the part where they're filtering down their search. Filtering down their search. You said it yourself. COVID-19 could be a fucking way to fucking depopulate us so that it's easier for them to find those remaining people that are connected to their
Okay, okay.
bloodline.
So now, what if, now that we're diving a little bit back that way, what if we're all a certain percentage, but we're not enough to make it as famous? What if,
To
yes,
make it to their
what if, for
ranks.
say, I don't know,
Mhm,
for example, me and you, we could talk. What if we're like
mhm.
1.1%? That's hardly anything, or 0.9%, whatever it is.
But we have like some
Yes,
sort of talent, and but not enough to make it out
to the be
to
with
be
elites. Yes, yes.
recognized.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So,
recognized as an
what if,
elite.
for
Okay.
example, because we've all heard of various rappers, artists that just have thousands of followers, but they still don't make it. What if
Yeah.
they have to reach a certain,
Uh-huh.
not them, but what if, and like we've seen overnight sensations that can happen, one hit wonders. What
Uh-huh.
if those contain
Exactly.
more?
Exactly.
And that's how they're chosen.
What about what if they contain more? They have a decent, I'm gonna call it decent. They have a decent dosage of bloodline Nephilim inside them, but what they do is to manifest their power. You know how people say, oh, excuse me. You know how people say, oh, he sold his soul to the devil and to the Illuminati, and then he
Yeah,
became
yeah, yeah.
famous, whatever. Okay, what if that ritual of quote unquote selling your soul is not selling your soul technically, but bringing in a new soul to bring you like give you the knowledge of how to do it. I don't know if you're a rock
A
fan.
bit. I listen to it. I
I don't know if
dab in
you're a
it.
rock fan, but in classic rock, there's a huge fan called Led Zeppelin.
Never heard
Now,
of them.
before I touch on Led Zeppelin, I want to touch on. Oh, come on, dude. Led Zeppelin, Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue. Check this out, my boy. Check this out. There's this guy called Aleister Crowley. Aleister Crowley is a famous occultist. He created his own religion, and he was a magician, and he was a 33-degree Mason. He was also, I believe, Skull and Bones and the New Dawn. He was parts of all these occults, but he was never able to reach the mad scientist or mad fucking magician power that he needed or he wanted. He was able to achieve it once he found out. He went to Egypt once with his wife on his honeymoon, and then he found out special knowledge through the higher frequency walls of the pyramid. Now, he was super rich, and he was one of the only humans in life in our modern history that was able to fucking go into the tomb and to their tombs inside the fucking the Great Pyramid of Giza. So what he did is, I guess he was enlightened. So what happened was he went to special ley lines in Loch Ness.
I think you're right. I think it's Ireland.
I think it's Ireland. So, and he built a house facing north or east, I believe, and it was facing a special area that the compass and his magic rituals needed to be inside the ley line, facing a special area. So he created that house. He built the house. He lived there. He bought the house and he lived there. He started a ritual, a 6-month ritual that was almost fucking crazy, that made him go crazy, and eventually he died. But the ritual was basically opening a portal in that ley line to get higher powers and higher knowledge of.
So did he finish it, or was it incomplete?
It was incomplete, bro. What happened was Led Zeppelin, before they wrote the Stairway to Heaven, that fucking song that you could play backwards, and it tells you another ritual of satanic ritual. What happened was they went to that house and they were exposed to that fucking Stargate, to that open dimension, you could say. And they all captured a ghost. They all captured an entity telling them, you need to call yourself this, which is why if you go back into their albums, they all have a name. They all have 4 different names. Each band member has a name. The main member was Zozo, and that's the name of a demon, or in religious terms, or an entity in scientific terms. So basically what happened was they came and somebody told them, this is the knowledge of how to write this beautiful song, masterpiece, which is still one of the biggest masterpieces of all time in music history. And then they dropped that song, and it made them supremely famous. You get what I'm saying? Kind of like how you said. They get exposed to it, and somebody gives them that knowledge, and then they become super mighty and powerful and smart and fucking talented and successful.
Wow. See, I had never even thought about it. I did hear about it.
And that's a real story, by the way.
Yeah, because everybody pointed it to devil worshipping. What if it wasn't that?
Mm-hmm. Maybe what up is down and down is up.
Yeah. 1,000% fucking %. 1,000.
It's freaking crazy, my boy. It is a crazy story, dude. The Nephilim is something we just scratched the surface of it, and there's a lot of more truth that we weren't able to touch base on. Unfortunately, we are already at that time, my boy. At that time where we gotta give it up to the listeners and give them the last bit that they're gonna be hearing for this season. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You want to close?
Let's do this.
What is the last message you want to put out to the listeners for on this topic?
On this topic, honestly, this was just a mind-blowing shit that we just stumbled across. We had something completely different, and it just blew our minds how everything we talked about, whether it was education, religion, everything, honestly, everything, ancient civilizations, it could all be touched up on this. Is it this? Who knows? Mm-hmm. Could it be it? Yes. Mm-hmm. But this just goes to show how vast and how big our world is. Whether we're living in a simulation, whether it is the elites controlling us, whether they're not related, whether they are, whatever it is.
Yeah. There's a lot more than meets the eye.
Yeah, without a fucking doubt. Without a fucking doubt.
I gotta agree with you, man. We this story, not only this story, but our reality is a lot more than just COVID-19, the election, and Lakers winning. To be honest, there's a lot more than
You're right, because Dodgers can take it too.
Oh. Oh, I really hope they do, my boy. I really hope they do. Just to leave off the last message to the listeners, you gotta protect your family and don't fucking always challenge your reality. Always fucking push on for better truth. Try to help everybody out and to be enlightened. challenge what you don't feel is right. Follow your gut with everything, because your gut will probably be telling you the truth. The Nephilim they could have been aliens, they could have been celestial beings, they could have been angels, they could have been demons, they could have been a lot of many different things. I know one thing that they were part of our history, they were part of our reality, which is why we're still finding fucking giant bones to this day. It's part of our truth, and our truth is a lot more than what we think and what they have been telling us it is. We are we're strong, we're gods in this earth, and we are here for a higher purpose and higher frequencies. So let's start operating like what we are. There's a saying that I like to tell my people, my fellow coworkers, is telling them, stop. You gotta act your age and not your wage.
Right.
My dude.
That's
So yeah, man, for real. Now let's close this off. Let's close this off with an amazing motherfucking segment called "Fuck You, Tony."
Fuck you, Ezekiel, all day.
For real, my dude. Now I have a real fucking awesome fucking debate for you, my dude. And it's a debate that a lot of us could be touching base on. Would you rather buy a Microsoft computer laptop or a Microsoft laptop or a MacBook?
A MacBook. I'm sorry, I'm going to go with MacBook.
Come on, dude. You know everything goes through fucking Microsoft. Businesses use Microsoft. Everybody uses Microsoft.
Look,
what's your argument here?
1,000%. Look, you guys have Microsoft, and it works well. You guys try to do a lot of things, but at the end of the day, Mac said, "That's cool. This is a basic version, but it won't fuck up."
You think because you're telling me that MacBook is built for adaptability and the Microsoft is built for compatibility?
Yes.
Kind of.
Yes.
That's cool.
Exactly. Because here's the thing.
That.
Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
We've seen Windows go through 10 generations of different software that they use. Mac has stayed the same, and it's been proven to stay where it needs to be. I have an old school one. Not that old school, obviously. It's not that old school. I have one from our high school days, and I have one before that where it was all white, even looks like a little squarish, like a little TV almost. And I shit you not, no matter what I do to them, on them, they still run like if they were new.
I'm gonna have to give it to you, dog. I wanted to challenge you, but I'm not gonna challenge that. The truth is, MacBooks they're more expensive, but because they're built to last. And
I think that actually goes into phones too.
I don't think so. I think iPhone beat the fuck out of Microsoft Windows Phone.
Oh yeah, without a fucking doubt. I just don't want to be mean about it.
Oh, my dude, Big Tank, dude.
This was an honor.
This was a fucking honor, not only because you're the best co-host in the motherfucking planet, and you choose to do this with this, but it's an honor because we finally came to a close of this season. This is the big final finale. To all the listeners, you guys are the reason why we made it. We have to give massive shout outs to our international listeners, dude. I just found out that the Netherlands landed and joined us, dude.
What? They joined in? They following?
They're following and they're listening to us in Wales. Wales is part of the United Kingdom also. That little small country Wales. They're amazing fucking people. I don't know what they call them. Whalers? Whaleys? I don't know what they call them. But you know what, dude?
That's right. Salute.
Thank you so much for our people. Let's give it all. Philippines, Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, France.
Philippines.
I said Philippines.
Oh, you did? Oh,
France, Germany, Ireland, the United Kingdom. And now the Netherlands
and the US of A. Let's not forget.
And the US of A. US, you guys are our biggest contributors. Thank you so fucking much for being with us for over 20 hours of entertainment. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for listening, and thank you for fucking subscribing, being part of the first batch of freebies that we gave out on care packages. You guys are the best. And Big Tank, I want to tell you something, bullshitting aside. You are the best co-host in the motherfucking planet, my boy. And when I tell you that every single intro, I really do mean it. And I don't want to take any credit for appreciation. I just want to give it to you. Thank you, bro, for being here. I couldn't have done it without you, my boy. I couldn't have done it without you. That is fact.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But I want to say thank you for giving me the chance. I wasn't a big conspiracy theorist. Did I have little theories? Yes. Mm-hmm. But you told me, hey, I want to do this. I said, fuck yeah, let's do it. I didn't know anything. And I wasn't expecting anything out of this. I was expecting 2 or 3 people listen to it and call it a day. Where we're at right now is thanks to your dream that you had, and to our followers, our listeners, to everybody that listens to the podcast. This is the reason that we do it. We didn't expect it to go this far. We still would have kept on going. I shit you not. We still would have kept on doing it if we had 5 listeners, if we had 2 listeners, if we had 1 listener, and that was just Angel and I didn't listen. We still be out here doing it.
I am always the first one to listen because I do most of the editing, asshole. Well, you know what, dude?
Well, yeah, you should do most of the work.
I hardly do editing. I hardly do any editing because we're so fucking good at bouncing ideas off. Like this freaking episode, there's no editing done here, man. This is gonna go straight to the fucking bang and jump in your hot off the grill.
I know.
Again,
a lot of people don't know this, but just this is one take shot and done.
Yeah,
we don't go back. Oh shit, I fucked up. Let's go back. No. How it comes out, the raw truth that comes out, that's exactly how it goes.
Exactly. Unless we have like technical difficulties, we have to like destroy the whole episode and we start all over.
I think it's that rarely happens. I think that's
because we're lazy.
Yeah, I think
exactly.
So. I think so.
Or I haven't drank my Red Bull. Maybe I don't know.
Pretty much. I mean, maybe. But without a doubt, thanks to everybody. Salutes.
And where can they find you, big boy?
You guys know the deal. Catch me at eknat.ivix. Once again, eknat.ivix. Hit us up while we're going through this hiatus. We will be back. You can bet your ass on it. We will be back 1,000% with brand new topics, with new guests, everything.
Ooh, yeah. You fucking brought it in nicely. And you can find me at Trebles Garcia, Treblesgarcia on Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, and most importantly on Instagram. Ooh. Do not forget to join us on Instagram. We're going to be doing another raffle during the hiatus. We're not stopping. We're doing promotion all day, baby, and always giving back to the listeners. Hit us up on Instagram. It is Paranoid Radio on Instagram, Paranoi, Paranoid Radio on Instagram. And if you really want to touch base with us, give us a shout out or send us some criticism or give us a knowledge or give us a story or even for a shout out for a friend, for a birthday, for an anniversary, hit us up on paranoidradio@gmail.com. Spell it out the same, paranoidradio@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much. This is episode 20. We're talking about the Nephilim. We talked about a whole lot of shit, and we brought it all in together. Big Tank, again, thank you, and thank you to the listeners. You guys are the best. Peace out, guys. We'll be back soon.
Dun.
Boom. Blow your fucking mind.